Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu. I'm bringing out this video of me unboxing a board game, and today I'm going to be unboxing Tiny Epic Cthulhu and Tiny Epic Cthulhu Cult of Chaos. This is going to be the last Tiny Epic game that I do not have. Let me go start a background music here. Okay, sure. All right, so for those who don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Small Box Big Games, and I have a whole series called Small Box Big Games, and it kind of all kicked off because the Tiny Epic series and Sail to India, and I think there's another game I can't think of. I can see it in my head, but I can't. Oh, Mintworks. And those are just games that I liked a lot. They're very small, and that's kind of one of the first video series that I did on my channel for board game stuff. So these two games are going to be the last in the Tiny Epic series that I don't have in my collection. I have Tiny Epic Game of Thrones, I have Tiny Epic Crimes, and I have Tiny Epic Cthulhu now. So I think those are the last three I didn't have, and I finally got those over time. So let's go ahead and open up these boxes. I don't expect this one to be like a super expansive one, unless I really want to bring out all the Tiny Epic games and then talk about them in unison, but I'm going to do a separate video for that. And as you can see, I got the deluxe edition, because I try to get the deluxe edition when I can. And yeah, I think this game was out of print for a little bit. Like it was out of print temporarily, and then it came back in print. So I don't know what that was all about, but the main thing is that we got 4 games to unbox. Sorry, doing brute force on that one instead of cutting it open. And there we go. We got our box opened. Well, sorry, our box unwrapped. Now let's open it, see what's in here. And there we go. Tiny Epic Cthulhu, Nautic manuscript. Sure. Here's a little rule book for the Tiny Epic series. So I think Tiny Epic, they kind of went through like a phase of like good rule books and bad rule books. And I don't know if this is going to end up being a good rule book or a bad rule book, but you can kind of see we got a table of contents. So huge bonus for having just simply that. Oh yeah, the spinner, I forgot about that. I remember people complaining about the spinner being crappy. But here's all the components. You got some cards, like a lot of cards going on, some Necronomicon mat, town cards, cool. Some more stuff, game setup, towns. Here's your Pentagon, your Wheel of Madness, all that fun stuff. All right, so this is our rule book. So the rules seem like they're laid out in a way that is reasonable. I don't want to go right, I don't know if there's anything to write home about just yet, but I do like the fact that there's a lot of graphics. That is very helpful. And I do also like the fact that the titles are kind of like bold titles, and then they give like subsections, which is always useful. You do end up losing some meaning with subsections when your title is this is a subsection, and this is like, you also bold your bullet points here. So that can lead to a little bit difficulty in kind of absorbing that information at times. Excuse me. But with that said, I would rather have it than not have it. So hey, shout out to them for that. All right, cool. Enough of the rulebook. Let's go ahead and get back to the. Oh, there's some box art. Look at that. There's nice. Man, oh man, Cthulhu's swole. Look at him. He's like, I'm Cthulhu. Look how swole I am. Rah. There's the box art that Gameland Games is known for. So let's go ahead and zoom back out and continue our unboxing adventure. So inside the box, we got some cards, astral artifacts. Looks like the mini expansion that comes with every game, and it says 4 coin tokens. I don't see any tokens in here. Oh, maybe they're in like a separate bag. And oh man, got a whole bag full of stuff. And then these are the coin tokens right there. So this comes with 5 artifact cards, 4 amulet tokens, coin tokens, key tokens, monolith tokens. Okay. So looks like we got a little bag of tokens there. We also have a bag that we do bag pulling from. Huh. I wonder what this bag is all about. We also got our dice. Now, I think the dice, are the dice an alternative to the spin? Let me check. Or is it dice and spin? So it's 3 Cthulhu dice, and there's a Wheel of Madness. So, Page 8 Cthulhu dice. I just want to see if it's a use this, or you have to use both, I think you definitely use both because they look like they're both mechanically for something else. The Cthulhu dice are rolled when banishing a shambler. Okay, what about the spinner? The Madness Spinner, as it's called. Spin the Wheel of Madness on page 10. Spin the Wheel of Madness and wait for the spinner to stop. The spinner must complete at least 2 rotations, otherwise you spin again. After the spinner has stopped, determine where the front pointer and the tentacle pointer are pointing. The spinner stops. If the spinner stops directly on a line, then consider that it points to the next clockwise location. Okay, like I got the resolution there. Okay, all right. Anyway, let's go and see the spinner can beat the allegations of. Ooh, okay, all right. That's okay. All right. I was gonna say let's see if this crummy cardboard spinner can beat the allegations of being crappy, but like it has like a nice like looks like they glued on the bottom like this neoprene, not neoprene, this rubber grippy stuff. So it's not gonna go anywhere. Like that's on the mat here, and it's not. I mean, if I don't put pressure on it, it's gonna still slide, of course. But if I put a little bit of pressure on it, you know, it kind of stays. So that's nice. So it doesn't go flying when you flick it. That's cool. That's a really good consideration. Probably gets a little bit more weight too. Here's the tentacle, and we will plug in the tentacle. This looks like a giant slug. I don't like it. Okay. All right. Well. Does this pop in? How does this work? Oh, okay, there we go. That's all right. Yeah, it's just a spinner. Yeah, I got a little spinner. It spins. I'm not offended at the fact that it spins. Can this come out? Oh no, it's stuck there forever. Yeah, it's. Oh, wait, no, nope. Yeah, it's. Oh, it could come out if I pull it hard enough. There we go. Got it to come out. But it looks like it has like a little lens in there. I'll zoom in there so we can kind of see. I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in close enough for you to see it, but it's like a little bulge right there. So once you kind of get it in past that bulge, it stays in there and kind of floats a little bit, and you can spin it. I think I'll probably just end up keeping mine in there permanently, like so. Because I don't see a reason why you would like keep putting it in and taking it out. So this is fine. All right, that works. Okay, cool. Well done. All right, well done. Okay. We got some cards, some small cards. I will open those in a second. And then we got a giant board. Traditional with these kind of games, you have a giant board that has usually your player characters and some information. So it looks like these are your bosses that you'll fight. You have the Great Old One. Are all the 4 Great Older Ones. You have Cthulhu. You have Gnarlyalpin. I don't know how to pronounce any of these, so I'm just gonna go with it. You have Yogg-Sothoth. You have Yig, and there you go. You got all of your unspoken ancient ones. So there they are in their nice, wonderful glory. Sorry, trying to figure out this mic situation. Going back over here, we got our Shambler mats. We got our discard mats. Detective, officer. These are your characters. Looks like your historian, scientist, priest, doctor, and then a solo assistant. Okay, so if you're playing solo, you get some special rules. These look like they're the same on both sides. Cool. All right, so you got specific rules for solo. I'm always a fan of that. Your discard mat, whatever that is, and then the Shambler mat. All right. Okay, cool. So that's what the big cards look like. The big cards are always reasonable quality, so there's not much to write home about for those ones. Relative to the GameLink games, they have a nice, reasonable standard. These are the sheets for the locations. We have a library on one side and a library on the other side. Let's see. Oh, okay, they're different. Okay, so they have different effects. This one's flip over or discard 2 page cards of your choice. This one is you may exchange one translated page card with another player's page card if they agree to the exchange. I'm assuming one's like a solo side, because this one looks like it's more cooperative, like you change with players, and this one is like so it looks like it might be a solo side and a non-solo side. I don't see any outright indications of what a solo side looks like. Like sometimes they'll have a mark somewhere on it that says like this is the solo player side. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like it kind of has the same energy that a Tiny Epic Defenders has, where it has 2 different locations with different abilities on them. Cool stuff. Here's your Necronomicon chapters. Oh, this is what is this? This is your set collection that you're doing, I'm assuming. So you gotta collect sets of things. Cool. And now we got these tiny cards. Let's see what the quality of tiny cards are. These look like these are American Standard. They do feel nice. Have like a nice little quality, nice little fabric quality on the back. Let's go and zoom all the way in for these cards. And we can see kind of the artwork and see kind of the stuff going on. It's like these are the different cards, and they have different whatever these are down here. So yeah, looks nice, feels nice. And we'll see if I end up sleeving these, because like I said, I don't plan on playing a ton of Tiny Epic anything really. I think. Well, I guess I'll announce it here. I'm considering the idea of possibly, potentially, maybe. I know, a lot of qualifiers there. I'm considering the idea of possibly doing a playthrough of all the Tiny Epic games, like a solo playthrough of all the Tiny Epic games, and then the expansions. It'll be a huge undertaking, because I think there's how many games are in the Tiny Epic series? Actually, let me just look it up, because I have all the Tiny Epics now. Let's see, Tiny Epic. Ugh, can't spell. Tiny Epic. Wow. So there are 16 games in the Tiny Epic series. Actually, that's not true. Those count expansions too. Let me Hide expansions. Okay. So if I hide expansions, there are... Oh man, I own some of these games twice. Because I had the deluxe edition and the non-deluxe edition. Yeah, alright, I'll count. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 Tiny Epic games. So there's 15 Tiny Epic games, and if you count the expansions, that's going to be another, I think every single Tiny Epic game has an expansion. So yeah, so it's going to be a lot of playing Tiny Epics if I do that particular series. So it's going to be 30 different videos, 30 different playthroughs at least. And it's not counting the ones that I do offline, which will probably end up being like 90 playthroughs by the time I'm done with everything. So I don't know. I mean, it might be a long-term project I'll do over time. I'm mentioning all that because like I kind of want to do a playthrough of all the series, because I feel like Tiny Epic as a series fell off when Tiny Epic Mechs came out. But I would like to see if that is actually substantiated if I go back and play everything. So we'll see. All right, we'll see where I land on if I do that or if I don't. That isn't a playthrough. Oh no. Oh, that's rude. All right, so it looks like this only fits in here at a certain angle. So if you try to put it in there straight on, it's not going to fit too well. But if you put it in there like that, it fits pretty okay. The cards can go there. And so it feels weird for me to say out loud, I'm probably not going to sleeve this game. Because, you know, I love sleeving my board games for prosperity reasons, but I don't know, when am I going to play it? When am I going to play it, you know? And I don't think I'm going to attempt to fit everything inside the same box here, but I might fit some stuff in here. So, okay, that's kind of one of the rite of passages of the Tiny Epic series, is to try to get all of it to fit in one box. And the box is already small enough to where that's like really hard. So we'll see. All right, so that's going to be the first one for Tiny Epic Cthulhu. Let's go and open up the expansion of the Cult of Chaos. This is the expansion for it, and we'll see if this one is any good with the mechanics. I'm hoping that'll give us some new characters. They usually give you like a lot of new characters, and that's always fun. Like new characters, new abilities, who dis. Oh, okay, all right. So we got our rulebook here, and this is the Cultist manuscripts. And we got some text going, we got some bag stuff, things that we throw into the bag for bag pulling. And yeah, it just looks like some standard rules. We'll see how well this does with teaching the game at a later time in the future. And this looks like a giant bag. I was kind of expecting multiple bags, but they give me like a giant bag of stuff. I do know at my friendly local board game store, they have some bigger tokens or some additional tokens. I think for Tiny Epic Dungeons and Tiny Epic Cthulhu. It might be just Tiny Epic Dungeons for like the campaign extension. But anyway, at any rate, we got a lot of stuff. And we got more people. Oh, okay, that's it. All right, well. We'll say this is going to be a quick unboxing. Aside from me just rambling about the things I ramble about. But we got the Shrine. This is the Shrine. Oh, this bends a little bit. I don't like that. And it says spin 1 Chaos Tentacle from your player mat to add 1 page from the general supply to the Necronomicon. Spin 2 Matching Tentacles to banish a Shambler of the same color on any location. Move 1 Shambler of any color from any location to any location except for the town card you're currently on. Nice. And we got some cards here. These cards are the Astronomer, the Hunter, the Cultist, the Student. Then we got some more old ones here. It looks like it doubled your old ones. Give you 4 more. So you got, again, I don't know how to pronounce these properly, so I'm just going to butcher it. We got Mormo, Dagon. We got Adalagnacha. We got Basantin. Okay, I butchered those pretty well. And oh, there's 2 sides. Oh, are they different? This one starts with a 4. This one starts with a 3. So maybe. Again, usually though it has some kind of like symbol, like showing like a player people. I'm not seeing that on these cards. That's a little frustrating. Maybe this is like the harder side, and this is the easier side. They just expect you to choose. I don't know. I have no clue. All right, it just might be 2-sided. Cool. All right, there are some other cards in here. Let's see what they are. There's this fella, this person. This is the Cultist mat, and I'm assuming this is your assistant player if you play with the assistant here. And here is your Necronomicon chapters. So this is kind of like the previous one, but looks like it's another chapter book. Yeah, that looks like that's it. So not a ton going on inside of this box, and that's okay. I have not gotten up from my seat to go grab something else, so I will keep with tradition and go and grab something else. I guess there's not really much else to grab in this situation. You know, I may sleeve the cards. I may not sleeve the cards. I will definitely give it a strong consideration to try to do a playthrough of all the Tiny Epic games. No promises, no absolute promises, of course, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and looks like this is going to go on my shelf and finish out my Tiny Epic collection. So, yeah, that's it. So that's going to be it for this particular unboxing. We have unboxed the Tiny Epic Cthulhu. Again, finishing out my Tiny Epic collection, so I now have all of them. It's like the Affinity Gauntlet, but it also goes on my feet as toe rings too. And yeah, so hopefully that was enjoyable. Hope you all enjoyed it. Sorry, I said the same thing twice. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all very much for watching. And as always, I will see you all whenever.